written by W.H. Davies.
Students, in today's class, let us move on, or let us begin a new poem, Leisure, written by W.H. Davies. Okay, so in today's class, let us learn a most beautiful poem written by W.H. Davies. So let us learn something about the poet of this poem, W.H. Davies, and his full name is William Henry Davies, born on 3rd July 1871 and died on 26 September 1940. Okay, so William Henry Davies, born on 1871 and died on 1940, was one of the most popular poets of his time. The principal themes in his works are the marvels of nature and observations about life's hardships. Okay, so most of his poems are about nature and the hardships or the problems faced by the humans, and as well as humans' connections with the nature also he explained in his poems. We find simplicity and the use of the native tongue in his poems. That means the village life or the local languages of his town inspired him so much that we can see all those things. The influence of village life, the native language, everything influenced him so much that he used in his poems also. Most of his poetry is on the subjects of nature or life on the road. So in this poem, Leisure, also we can see the beauty of nature, the importance he had given to nature in his poems and humans' connection with the nature. We can see most of his poems as in this poem, Leisure. It exhibits a natural, simple and earthly style. Earthly style means here natural, simple and earthly style. Most of his poems included the life situations and the nature, the village life, the local languages, everything included in his poem. So he is the most famous poet of his time, and most of his poems exhibits the nature and its beauty, the village life, humans' connection with the nature, and so on. So in our poem Leisure, also in today's class we can study how he connected humans with the nature, and why he had given so much importance to nature in this poem also, as well as in his all other poems. So let us move on to the explanation part. Before that, let us study some of the questions given there in your reader as pre-reading time. You have seen some children collecting stamps or gardening or painting or cooking or going for a walk, etc. What do you call these activities? These activities are called as hobbies, right? Especially children develop their own hobbies. It may be a stamp collection, gardening, going for a walk every evening with their pets, or cooking, painting. There are so many activities the children involve themselves in their free time. Why? Because it gives them happiness. These things or these hobbies improve their skills. Okay, so if they involve themselves in such types of activities, they can keep their mind healthy. Okay, so what do you call these activities? These activities are called as hobbies. When do you think they do all these activities? When do you think you do these activities? Maybe many of you are having such hobbies. When do you do this? During your leisure time, after getting time from the studies, half an hour or 1 hour, you take it for yourself. That means for your hobbies, for collecting the stamp. It may be gardening, or it may be reading some good books. So when do you think they do these activities? Means the children do these activities during their free time. They take half an hour or 1 hour time for this purpose. Okay. Do you think it is important to have leisure activities, and why? Why? Yes, it is important to have some leisure activities. Okay, why it is important to have these leisure activities? Because to involve yourself in some things to come out of your stress, okay, to keep your mind healthy, to make yourself happy by doing all these things. Okay, planting a small plant, a sapling, taking care of it, pouring water to it every day, and when the flower blooms in it, you feel happy. Okay, so because of that happiness, you do gardening, right? If you read some books, it may be a good story book, moral stories also, or any other thing. Go for a walk, taking the fresh air with your pet, you walk along, or with your cousins, with your friends, you go for a walk. It gives us happiness, right? It relaxes your mind. So half an hour, 1 hour is more than enough every day to relax. Half an hour, 1 hour is more than enough every day to relax your mind. So that is why these leisure activities are very, very important. Do you have any activities like this? Which one do you like the best? Why? This question you have to ask yourself and get the answer, okay? When would you like to do these activities? In your leisure time or all the time? Why? No, so all these activities you have to do in your leisure time only. You can select the time to do all such activities, because all the day you cannot do this. You have to select a time. Okay, 3:30 to 4 or 5 to 6 I will do my activity. So this is a leisure time for me, means a free time for me, and in this time I'll go for a walk, I'll read a book, I'll read this story book, this, that and all. You have to select. Okay, why? Because you have to concentrate in your studies also, as well as after studying so much you have to relax your mind also. So these activities will help you to relax yourself. So that's why select a time 5 to 6 or 4 to 5 like that, and involve yourself in one such activity so that you can relax your mind and you feel happy after that. Okay, so all such questions here they have given as pre-reading task. Now you understood, I hope you understood what is the meaning of leisure or what are the leisure activities. Okay, so in this poem the poet had given importance, so much importance to the leisure. Okay, so what is it, how he connected humans to the nature, everything let us understand in our explanation part. In this poem, the poet William Henry Davies conveys a beautiful message on how we are busy in our life and have no time to admire our nature and our surrounding. That means here in this poem, the poet tells us that humans are nowadays very busy, that he is having no time to look at the nature. He is making himself busy each and every minute, and he says, I am busy, I don't have time, and he is going to depression or worries or taking tensions and all that. Okay, so and he poet tells here that man is not having any time to look the nature and his surroundings. Okay, in this poem he has criticized humans on the fact that we are like a machine and run every day without noticing the little details of the nature. He compared us to a machine. Okay, without any feelings, so without rest, how the machine runs each and every minute. In the humans, in this way, humans also become like a machine. That he is saying, he is working all the time and saying, I don't have time, I don't have to visit my parents, I don't have to visit to some places or any function because I am busy in my work. Okay, he made himself like a machine which runs 24 hours and no time to take rest. Okay, so here the poet W.H. Davies compared humans to a machine which runs 24 hours. Okay, and we don't have time to observe the little things or little details of nature, he says. Who says this? The poet William Henry Davies beautifully describes in this poem. Okay. This poem also a protest against humans and his unnecessary commitment with the worldly affairs. Means human thinks that if I not do the work, everything will be collapsed or something like that. But it is not like that. Okay, you should take some free time to yourself to observe and enjoy what is going on in your surrounding, which is very important, says here W.H. Davies. Okay, we are always in worry. We means we humans are always in hurry and no leisure time to look at the beauty spread all around us. And because of all these reasons, man made himself miserable and sad and always in worry. So all these things beautifully explained by W.H. Davies in this poem Leisure. Okay, how man made a gap or created a gap between himself and nature, and why it is important for humans to take some free time to go to the midst of the nature and enjoy its beauty, to relax himself and to come out of all the worries. Okay, let us move on to the explanation part of the lesson. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars that sky such night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. So here in this poem, the poet tells us that what is this life if full of care? Here full of care means full of worries. Care here in this poem, full of worries, okay, or in tension. Okay, so what is this life? This is not our life if we are always in worry, always in tension or in stress. This is not called a real life. We have no time to stand and stare. We don't have any time with us nowadays to stand and stare. Stare means here look. To stand for a while and look at something. For example, a beautiful butterfly, a beautiful bird in your yard, or a beautiful flower bloomed in your garden. We don't have time to see this beauty. So we are very busy in our work. We engaged ourselves in our work that we don't have time to see the beautiful creatures of nature or the beauty of nature, says W.H. Davies here. Okay, so what is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. That means this life is not a life if we are always in tension or always in worry. Nowadays, we are not having time, we are not getting time to stand and look at our surrounding. As I told you, a colorful butterfly which flies in your yard, maybe a beautiful rose in your garden, a butterfly or a bee comes and sit on it. We don't have a time to watch it. We don't have a time to watch a bird which comes in your yard. It sings so melodiously. You don't have time to see it, to observe it, says William Henry Davies here. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. He continues and says here, we don't have a time to stand beneath the boughs. Beneath means here under, bough means main branch of a tree. Okay, so we don't have a time to stand beneath the bough, stand under the branch of a tree and breathe the fresh air it gives us, the cool shade it gives us. We don't have a time to do all these things now. All these things we enjoyed in our childhood. Okay, we swing the swings on, we climb the trees, we pluck the mangoes or many other fruits. We enjoyed it in our childhood, but as we grow, all these things take a distance from us. we become busy in our life. Okay, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. Okay, we don't have time to see the beautiful scenery of a sheep or a cow grazing in the green field, and they look so beautiful. Okay, in one sense, in one way we can explain this, in other way we can explain like that, how the sheep and cows are enjoying the beauty of nature. In the same way, we too have to go to the midst of the nature and enjoy its beauty. So in two ways we can explain. In these four lines, the poet W.H. Davies explained so beautifully that how the humans are distancing themselves from nature. We are busy in our own worries. Okay, we are always thinking about our worries, and we totally forgot to enjoy the beauty of nature. We totally forgot how we can relax our mind and heart, our body, if we go to nature and enjoy the small things in your yard also. We don't have time to stand and look, and we don't have time to stand under the branches of a tree to take the fresh air or enjoy the cool shade that it gives, and like how the cows and sheep enjoy the beauty of nature. We don't have time to do that also. That is why very beautifully he had given the title to this poem, Leisure. Leisure means your free time. Humans are not having free time nowadays to enjoy the beauty of nature, says William Henry Davies here in this poem. Continues, no time to see when woods we pass where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. Woods means here forest. When we walk through woods or when we go through woods, we are not observing the small squirrels who hide their nuts. They are saving those nuts for winter season, and we don't have time to watch them what they do. Okay, so here no time to see when woods we pass. We don't have time to observe the movements of the squirrel who collect the nuts and hide them under the ground. They are saving the food for the winter season, the poet says here. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. What does it mean? Here the poet tells us that the humans are not having time to see in the broad daylight, means during the daytime the humans are not having time to see the twinkling stars in the stream. Is it possible to see? No, stars we cannot see in the streams. Here, when the sun rays falls on the streams, it twinkles. Okay, so here he compared the twinkling water to the night stars. Okay, in the night sky, clear night sky, we can see plenty of stars in the dark sky. In the same way, how it twinkles, how the stars twinkles at night. In the same way, when the sun rays falls on the stream, water of the stream, by that time it shines, it twinkles like stars, he says. And to watch this, to observe this, to enjoy this, humans are not having time. Okay, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. Here the poet explains us that we don't have time to see the beauty's glance. Glance means look. We don't have any time to look at the beauty of a girl who dances in the midst of the nature, he says. Okay, here no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance, how the girls are dancing in the midst of the forest. They are enjoying the nature, they are playing together. We don't have a time to see it. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes begin. So we don't have a time to stand there and watch their dance and how she smiles, enjoys her dance and beauty of nature. We don't have time to watch all those beautiful moments. Okay, here no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. Here the poet tells us that we are not having any time to watch the beautiful girls dances in the midst of nature. They enjoy the beauty of nature. They play together. By that time, the smile appears on their face because they feel so happy. Truly, they enjoy the beauty of nature. They are getting time for themselves to enjoy the beauty of nature as well as relaxing themselves. Okay, but we don't have a time to watch them also. Here, W.S. Davis explains this. Last two lines. A poor like this is a full of care. We have no time to stand and stare. He called this life of humans as poor. Okay, this is a poor life the humans are living because it is full of care. Full of care means here full of worries, frowns, everything. Okay, so here he says it is a poor life. The humans are leading a very poor life with full of worries and tension. He is not at all enjoying his life God has given us, and God has also given us a beautiful nature. And the God wants on creation, humans are not getting time to watch the beauty created by God around him. Okay. We have no time to stand and stare because we have no time to stand and stare. That's why he told us here that humans are like machines. They are not having feelings. Machines are not having feelings. Machines can run 24 hours. Okay, they are not getting tired, or they are not getting any worries. They are not getting any tension. Humans are also becoming like machines without any feelings, without knowing anything about the truths of nature or beauty of nature. He is busy in his own work, worried about so many things happening around himself, but he is not at all bothered about the beauty of nature. He can go sit in the midst of the nature, enjoy its beauty. So humans' life become the busiest life. Okay, so that is why here W.H. Davies told us why leisure is important for each and every human being. Okay, so leisure is the title given to this poem by W.H. Davies. He wanted to explain us that humans are not having leisure time now because he is working like a machine 24 hours and no time to watch the beauty of nature. So, in this poem, W.S. Davies tells us that participating in leisure activities, okay, and recreational activities can help you better manage your stress and depression. Okay? It will help you to come out of your stress, tension or depression, and it will provide you a chance to find balance in your life. How to balance your work life or your student life and to with your normal life. So it will teach you how to balance, okay, and it also puts you in control of how you are spending your time, which is an important consideration because you may feel overwhelmed by obligations. Here it will teach you how to manage your time, how to come out of your stress, but you have to spend some time with the nature so that you can come out of all these stress and depression or tensions or worries, whatever you are facing because of your busy work life. So this is the main theme of the poem titled Leisure here, written by W.H. Davies. So here I am going to end the explanation of this poem. I hope you understood. Memorize this poem well because this poem is there for memorization. So memorize it well. Thank you.